What if the thing that's destroying your discipline isn't just spiritual? What if it's what you're feeding yourself every single day? Some of y'all are praying for energy while surviving on processed foods, stress, caffeine, anxiety, sugar crashes, and about 4 hours of sleep. And meanwhile, there are people out there trying to build something different. There are faith driven people trying to help people fuel themselves intentionally instead of emotionally. Today, that's why I want to talk about Greenbites Company. All right, it's a Florida based faith driven wellness company founded in 2019. It was built around the idea of replacing unhealthy cravings with intentional fuel. They focus on fresh baked protein packed products and they're plant based superfoods, fiber rich ingredients, healthy alternatives designed to fuel people physically while they're building a culture around health, discipline, and community. And I'll be honest, I respect companies trying to create ministry through mission. You know, ministry doesn't always happen behind a pulpit. Sometimes ministry looks like helping people stop destroying themselves slowly. So, welcome in. I'm the host of the Intentional Grounding Godcast. They call me Coach, and I'm your faith strategist. So, I'm here to help you live out your walk, not just believe it. So, today we're talking about stewardship, not perfection, not vanity, not obsession. I'm talking stewardship because your body carries your calling. All right. Now, one thing I noticed immediately when I looked into greenbitesgo.com, their message is bigger than cookies. Their entire brand centers around protein, fiber, superfoods, and honestly, a fuel worth craving. And that matters, right? Because our culture has actually normalized treating foods like entertainment instead of fuel. And Green Bites, they keep emphasizing something powerful: pick better fuel. And that is way deeper than nutrition. That's life, right? Because what you consume eventually it affects your focus and your energy, your mood, your discipline, your patience, your consistency, your endurance, right? And some people are spiritually exhausted because they've physically neglected themselves for years. Now, First Corinthians 6:19 and 20, it says, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit? So think about that. A temple wasn't treated casually. It was protected, it was maintained, it was honored. But today, people destroy themselves slowly and they normalize it, right? Burnout, it becomes identity. Stress becomes personality. Processed food, it becomes routine, and exhaustion, well, it becomes expected, right? And people wonder why they're constantly feeling drained emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So, what I appreciate about greenbitesgo.com, their ministry, is they're trying to build a community around healthier living. And their message talks about handcrafted fresh products. I've seen them firsthand. No preservatives, no um like it's protein packed fuel, guys. Plant-based superfoods, they are literally in the communities, shipping nationwide, fueling families, fueling athletes, helping replace unhealthy cravings with better choices. And that is ministry, right? Because helping people become healthier, it matters. Helping people stop emotionally destroying themselves, it matters. Helping people rethink discipline matters. And honestly, the church should talk about stewardship a little more, because some believers take care of their phones better than bodies. In Daniel understood this, by the way. In Daniel 1, verses 12, Daniel refused the food from the king's table. Why? Because Daniel understood that what enters your body is going to affect how you stand, right? And after intentional discipline, Daniel and the others appeared healthier and stronger. It wasn't accidental. The Bible repeatedly connects discipline with endurance. And somebody listening right now is exhausted and you've normalized it. You're telling yourself, well, this is adulthood. This is just stress. This is just life. No, some of what you're experiencing is neglect. Neglected sleep, neglected health, neglected discipline, neglected stewardship. And maybe, just maybe, God is saying, take care of what I entrusted to you. So here's the challenge for you this week: drink more water, sleep better, move your body, reduce the processed foods, stop treating exhaustion like a trophy, fuel yourself intentionally, and maybe even support a business that's trying to create a healthier culture like greenbitesco.com. Because I believe that we need more faith driven companies willing to stand for health and discipline, wellness, intentional living. Friends, health is not vanity, health is stewardship. Your body is carrying your purpose, your family, your future, your ministry, your alignment. And tired people, they struggle to lead consistently. Now, if you ignore this conversation, nothing may happen tomorrow. That's the dangerous part. Most destructive habits, they destroy people slowly, one exhausted day at a time, one unhealthy decision at a time, right? One more, I'm going to start on Monday, right? Like your future self is going to thank you for the discipline that you build today. Your family is going to benefit from your stewardship. And maybe one of the holiest things that you can do this year is finally stop neglecting yourself. Now, my grandson will probably see this one day. So, a special message to you. I hope that you grow up understanding that discipline matters. And I pray that you never confuse self destruction with toughness. I pray that you learn early on that your body matters more because your purpose matters. Take care of yourself, buddy. Like, fuel yourself intentionally, live intentionally, serve intentionally, because the world needs healthy people carrying healthy purpose. I love you. Well, today wasn't about guilt. All right. It was about awareness. And I want to encourage you today, go check out greenbitesgo.com. Support a faith based driven people building business with purpose. These are people trying to create healthy alternatives in a culture addicted to convenience, right? Ministry doesn't always happen from a church stage, friends. Sometimes ministry looks like helping people fuel their lives differently. Until next time, Coach Dombrowski out. I'll be praying for you. I don't know about you, but I'm going to go get me one of those capsules. Check them out, guys. You won't be disappointed.